Welcome back to Talking Lead. This is episode 97.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll overdub it.
So it's 97 for now.
Yeah, and we're on another on-location shoot.
We are.
Yeah, probably the first time in a year and a half we've done it from a vehicle.
Yeah, the last time we did
really bad.
the last time we did it from a vehicle was down in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
At the first IV8888 YouTuber shoot.
Uh-huh. And one of the people that were at that shoot that we wanted to get on the show is in the vehicle with us. The other one we met at Eric's.
Where did we meet? No, did we meet?
No, we met at NRA.
We met at NRA, yeah.
Was it NRA?
Yeah, because we had you on the show in NRA.
Yes. Which
Oh, crap. This was supposed to be a show where we didn't have the people that are in here before, and we've actually had you on the show.
But I've never been in the vehicle.
That's true.
He has.
See, so now I'm in the vehicle.
But
I'm kind of scared what you guys are going to do.
That's true. That's true.
Do I need to leave now?
No.
No, please stay. I don't want to be alone with these two.
So we've got Such,
Hey,
Double
all right.
Op,
Such,
and Hank Strange.
Hank Strange!
In the house without his sidekick.
My
where is
sidekick.
Lola?
Don't let her hear you say that. She's known as Lola the Boss Lady.
I'm sorry, you're her sidekick, right?
I would never want to be on her bad side at all.
No, someone's got to work, so Lola's working, making the bacon.
Nice.
Yeah, so we are at Tactical Response in Camden, Tennessee, where Century Arms, Jacob Herman, has so graciously invited us all out and provided bukus of ammo for us to test out their new line of products coming out.
Yep.
Definitely. It's fun. They've got the RPK, got a couple different variations of the AK, and what's the 308 at the end?
It's kind of an HK clone.
HK
Yeah.
Is
308.
it PTR? No.
It's a
You're asking the
PTR
wrong
receiver. It's a
Okay,
PTR
PTR.
receiver
Yeah.
with set me
So
parts, and I think they're making a lot
Yeah.
of the parts.
All I know is it's sweet to shoot.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know the
it's
handguard
hot to
gets
shoot.
hot.
I burnt my hand on that daggum thing.
But the retail is like $6.99.
It's
Yeah.
So it's gonna
unbelievable.
be
For
fantastic.
a 308, $6.99, you can't touch that.
You need to just buy that when it comes out, because I was asking
Just
them
have
how
it.
many they're going to make, and they're not going to make a lot, but
No,
the
he said
price
they're
is still
limited
good.
run.
Yeah. So,
So we're going to get our name on the list.
Most definitely.
yeah.
The guys here. There may not be any left for the public. But.
So do we have a jackwagon this week?
Well, let's
Did you
talk
think
about
about
what we've done with guns. 'Cause
Oh.
we've done quite a bit
Yeah, we've done a ton this week with
Yeah.
firearms.
with firearms.
This week, I just got back from Atlanta. Went down there to do some stuff with SDI. Did a video with Eric Veteran 8888. Learned how to feed 308 into a belt, or like create a 308 belt. That was pretty
How
fun.
to create a 308?
Yeah, with the little
Like
press
links?
thing and the links and everything. That was pretty fun.
Huh.
Once you get a good rhythm going, you can do it pretty quick. We knocked out a few hundred rounds.
So you're shooting belt fed?
We didn't shoot it. This was
Oh.
something he was preparing because he does all the production for FPS Russia now. So I helped prepare for some shoot
For
that
one
they
of
were
his
doing.
videos
Yep.
coming up?
Yep.
So there's something sweet 308 coming out from FPS.
Yes, and special Christmas shotgun too that
Uh-oh.
y'all will see. That's
A
going to be
Christmas
awesome.
shot.
It'll
Yes.
always be epic.
It's going to be beyond epic.
Cool. So you were down in Hotlanta in the Georgia area.
Atlanta, yep.
Yeah. Now, did you go visit our buddies at Glock while you were down there?
I didn't this time. There was so much to do with the Rat Veteran because he's also on faculty with the school. He's a gunsmith, so he's teaching some of the gunsmith
You're getting everybody on faculty but me. What? How come I don't get to get on
When
faculty?
you finish the degree and you'll get on there.
If I quit going to like this, I would be able to. I don't have the time.
But yeah, it was fun, a good time. What about you? What'd you do?
Well, let's see. I went up to Ohio for the Asymmetric Technologies little product rollout for their ASP, the artificial shoulder pocket.
Okay, that sounds like
All right, Zeke's flashing us with a photo of something. So
I can't tell you though on air because
it's long. It's something
very
long.
and
Something long.
It's longer than I am, height-wise.
I thought it was a lightsaber at first.
Yeah.
I thought it was a broom.
Just keep an eye out on FPS Russia's channel, probably before Christmas, I'm assuming. So,
Yeah. So Ohio with Asymmetric Technologies, Alex invited us up. You weren't able to make it, but it was a good time. We got to really test out that ASP, which we've had Alex on the show. He's talked about the artificial shoulder pocket, the magnetic system that they've developed that goes on your plate carrier, and integrates with your buttstock. They got a magnetic buttstock proprietary that they're coming out with.
Right.
So they had some former
MARSOC snipers.
Yeah, some guys from his team out there. There were some LE guys out there. The guys from Vigilant.
VSO.
I said VOS.
Vigilant
Isn't that that's a shampoo,
Inspector
isn't it?
Operations.
VSO,
champagne?
Vigilant Inspector Ops. Those guys were out there doing a lot of the video. And then they had hired a crew to do their promotional videos for it as well. So those will be coming out soon. And yours truly got to be in some of those videos. So that was a good time. And then as Zeke is exiting the studio,
He got a call from his pimp.
I guess he did.
Yeah.
But
I've got a shot.
And it just got weird.
we've tuned into your call.
I'll call him back later.
That was cool.
That's probably a good idea. So I don't know if we talked about it, but we were going to do get some footage of my bounty hunting.
Oh, did you?
Well, I did on one. Had a GoPro,
Uh-huh.
and I got some footage, but I couldn't figure out how to download it to the computer. So until I figure that out,
From a GoPro.
from a GoPro,
USB.
You take out the SD card and then you put it in the computer.
it was like a really small SD.
Yeah, you have to get an
Didn't fit in my
adapter.
computer.
You have
got
to get
an
an adapter,
I
yeah.
got one.
Well,
I hook my cable right up to it and it downloads.
Yeah, that depends on which one you have.
it was the bondsman's GoPro, so I don't know.
Oh.
Gotcha.
He'll figure it out once he does that. But I've been on two since then, and we were 100%, nailed both guys.
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
The last one was up in eastern Tennessee, and it was pretty fun. I mean, we actually we got a call from a bondsman in Connecticut,
Yeah.
and they had a bounty on this guy, and my buddy called me up and he said, "Hey, I got one. You want to go?" So we went up, about 4-hour drive, and he was right where they said he was. It was easy peasy,
Nice.
breezy. The guy didn't put up a fight. I mean, that was kind of boring, but the stakeout and the casing and all that went great.
So you got approval to put it online?
Well, we didn't video that one.
Oh, but did you get approval to get the other one?
Yeah,
That'll be cool.
yeah. So that'll be fun.
How much was your adrenaline pumping, man?
I was actually pretty calm. I
Really?
was pretty calm. Yeah. I mean, looking at the rap sheet on this guy, I mean, he was a really bad dude. So we were expecting some resistance. Actually hoping for a little bit, but I mean, he didn't put up a fight at all, man. It's just like we show up and we had police backup.
Oh,
we had the
gotcha.
police there just to, make
Be
sure nothing
safe.
got out of hand. Yeah. But the lady opened the door to where he was at. He was like renting this house or whatever. So she walks around back. He said, she's like, he's in there. And this lady didn't know that this guy was wanted or anything like that. So opened the door. He was sitting there. He kicked back from, I guess, a day at work or whatever, but he was chilled, relaxed. I think he probably had some artificial relaxant going on. But I mean, his eyes got bigger than saucer plates, and he just turned around, put his hands behind his back, and he said, "I knew it was coming." So,
Nice.
That was it.
Is he going to be our jackwagon of the week? Or do we have another one?
He actually turned out. I mean, I had to sit with this guy for 9 hours because we had to wait for the guys from Connecticut to come down and get him. So we got to hear his whole freaking life story.
How about let's throw the Taliban on there?
Well, let's ask these guys if they got anybody they want to throw on.
Okay.
Jackwagon. You're going to have to explain to me.
The
You not
jackwagon of the
Jackwagon
week.
train?
Well, let's let Arlie Ermy do his thing first.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the talking lead jackwagon of the week, so brace yourself, baby.
So the jackwagon of the week is somebody either in the gun community, in the anti-gun world, just somebody that does something really stupid when it relates to firearms. It could be...
For instance, last week we had Mom's...
No, the
was
two
it
police
Mom?
chiefs.
Was it two police chiefs?
Yep, two police
The
chiefs.
two police chiefs, what was their story?
One of them was asking people to invite them into their home to search their house for guns. They may not know that they're there.
voluntarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the other one was in Texas and something similar.
Mhm.
Craziness. So
Yeah.
that's the jackwagon of the week.
Yeah.
So
They
I was
deserve to
thinking-
be there for 2 weeks.
Our mom's
Yeah.
against everything when they were
Yeah,
picking on Kroger.
They were on there.
Yeah.
So they've been on there.
So, like this week, I definitely want to throw the Taliban, the people that did that in Pakistan.
Oh, yeah.
That was sick, twisted. I don't even want to talk about some of the horrific things that they did in that school,
Mhm.
just because it's pushing their terrorism even farther.
Right.
So they did some horrible
and
stuff.
it goes beyond terrorism.
Yeah,
what they're doing now.
It's some horrible stuff, and the more we talk about it and get into detail with the horrific stuff, they're getting what they want
Mm-hmm.
because people hear it and they're like, "Oh my God, that's disgusting."
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're definitely on the Jackwagon week, and then the guy in Sydney,
In Australia, yeah.
in Australia, that was another rough one.
So what happened to that? Because all that was going down while I was traveling, and I didn't get a chance to.
Basically, he was
really-
he was holding a coffee shop.
He was in
or-
Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee
Yeah.
shop hostage. Did he have a gun?
He
Now,
did.
was he
Yeah.
ISIS or Taliban?
No.
or-
He did have connect. He
Did
did.
he?
He did have connections with ISIS
Okay,
on
gotcha.
his Facebook, and he had supported him.
And also, they've called for people in the West to go out there and do some stuff. So I think
Yeah.
ISIS, right? They've called for people to do stuff.
Well, he might have been
Yeah.
from the West, but he was
Yeah.
born and raised probably
Yeah.
in the middle
Now,
of
did
it.
he
Yeah.
kill anybody? Did anybody die?
Yeah,
or-
he killed
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
people.
He did.
Mhm.
The manager was trying to stop him, grabbed his gun, he shot him, and then a woman was shielding a pregnant woman. And
Oh, wow.
He shot her.
No.
Yeah.
But then the SWAT or the Australian special guys came in and got him.
Yeah, came in and
They jacked
Put
him up.
down?
yeah, they got him.
Did he take him alive?
Yeah, they did. No, I think they
No.
did kill him. Yeah,
They did kill
they
him?
wiped him out.
Hmm.
Well, good.
Yeah.
If,
Definitely
if,
goes
if
on
they
the
didn't, they
Jackwagon.
should just put
Just
2 more shots in there,
yeah. So
Yeah.
just for good measure.
so those are those guys are definitely on the jackwagon train.
Another one I want to throw on there too, and this isn't that necessarily gun related, but it's definitely a form of terrorism. All the stuff going on with the new Seth Rogen and James Franco movie.
Who you gonna
Right.
throw on that one?
Well, not
Sony?
the movie, not Sony.
Oh, not Sony.
Because the movie it has to do with Kim Jong Un.
Mhm.
North Korea hackers have hacked into Sony's stuff
I
and
think
started.
that's funny.
Well, it's stolen material that they're taking and they're
It absolutely is.
they're using against a company, an American company.
Yeah, but the emails are cracking me up.
well, yeah, the emails. I will admit the emails are funny, but it is still stolen property.
You got to admit it's provided for a lot of good times, good
It's-
humor.
But now it's crossed the line into that terrorism lane because they're threatening to kill anyone that goes and watches it in the theater on Christmas Day. There's already been 5 theaters that have canceled showing the movie.
Right.
Huh.
So now these hackers have crossed that line into terrorism. I mean, they're scaring people out of doing our everyday lives. They're scaring a United States company from making money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even in Hollywood, they're starting to talk about, okay, we got to be careful with what kind of movies we make.
No.
And that's BS.
No, we
got
don't
a
want
First
that.
Amendment. We got
Yeah.
a First Amendment, and these people are attacking it by stealing material off of other people's emails and using against that company. Just because
But do you think it's really Kim Jong-un?
whoever it is,
The
you know,
leader.
yeah, whoever it is, I don't care. They're
What's the
freaking
basketball player
cyber
that is his
terrorists.
best buddy?
So what's the solution here? Should we just
Dennis Rodman,
bomb
yeah.
Kim Jong Un?
I think
just
all
bomb
gun
it.
owners
think so.
should find a movie theater that is
And go watch
is showing it, and just show up and protect everybody in there,
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
and just watch for
it's
it.
like
and,
feel safe.
yes.
Go watch the movie. We're here.
Yeah, we're here. Hey, nobody's gonna come in here now. We're
I don't
kinda
think those
screwed if they
hackers are
bomb
going to
it.
show up. Though.
If they bomb it, we're kind of screwed. But
Yeah. So this isn't a gimmick by Sony
No.
to get people to go watch the movie. Because at
now they're
first people were
canceling the
thinking
theater.
that.
Yeah,
They were thinking, this is just a big gimmick by Sony.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
Sony's gonna
but
take
now
some
they're
hits
threatening
on
to kill
this.
people.
Yeah, today
Yeah.
Sony announced that James Franco and Seth Rogen will not be doing any more interviews or anything because they've had threats on their lives. Which is, at first it was kind of funny. It's like, oh my God, this is a stupid movie.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
dumb movie, and
Yeah.
they even admit it. This is the most retarded movie.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are they threatening
But do we
our lives?
really feel sorry for Hollywood types? I don't know.
I don't feel sorry.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel sorry for them. That's
mean,
not it. But
I
it's-
feel sorry for them in a free country with the First Amendment rights, and somebody is threatening them and now threatening people's lives because of something they decided they wanted to do. It'd be like if somebody if Moms Demand Action like threatened us because we talk about guns on our show.
Threatened to kill us and our families.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
With what?
exactly. That's another thing. When you have anti-gunners like threatening you, I'm going to shoot you in the face. Wait a minute.
They're going to bake high cholesterol snacks for us.
Yeah. That will totally get me.
Kill us. They will slowly kill us.
They will. They'll clog our arteries.
Now, did we ask you the 5 questions when you were on at NRA?
5 questions.
How'd you get into guns, military law?
I don't even remember NRA.
Let's ask you again.
I very vaguely remember that.
So both question answer. We ask everybody 5 questions. First one is, how did you get into firearms originally?
I've always been into guns. I grew up. My dad was an engineer, so I grew up with a lot of popular science, popular mechanics, and I was always
actually.
Into
now
it.
That you say that, I think we did ask you. But keep going.
Yeah. So that's you know, but I didn't really live someplace where I can really get into it until we came to live here in America, and then I lived in New York. So I had to first get the hell out of New York and move to Florida. And then I started pursuing my freedom.
Originally from?
I was born in Guyana in South America. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And moved around quite a lot before I came to live here.
Do you remember what your first firearm was?
My first firearm, are we talking legally or illegally?
First firearm, baby.
First firearm was a .380 in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Probably Jimenez or something like that.
Hey, I had a Lorson .380. That was my first handgun. So.
Yeah.
What about you, Such?
I started, I've always had a love affair with guns. And been shooting most of my life. And
you're a good old Southern boy.
Yeah. Hey, man. My grandparents, my parents, shooters. And 38 Special was the first thing I actually bought for myself. And then I was 45s, Colt 45s. Yeah, when they were $320. Brand
good
new.
malt liquor, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, one time I had some work done on my vehicle. My car, I had an RX-7 years ago, and I had some upholstery work done. And when the guy that was doing it, he said, I left what was in your glove compartment alone, but I just want to let you know. So when I got in it, I opened it up, and there was a 38 Special and a bottle of whiskey.
You were talking about the whiskey, wasn't you?
Yeah, I'm surprised that was still there.
Yeah, he didn't even see the gun, he saw the whiskey. So, do either of you have any law enforcement or military background?
No.
Not me.
Experience?
No. My family was in the jewelry business.
Oh, there you go.
And that's really what got me into that kind of self-defense. Always into karate and those things, but...
When it comes to pop culture, whether it's a movie, TV show, video game, comic book, whatever, if it involves firearms, what's your go-to? What's your favorite?
My favorite go-to... Ooh. You know what? The Blacklist, I was looking at that. That's actually pretty good, I think.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
It took the first couple of episodes were horrible writing, but it got better. It's like they fired the old writers, and then they started bringing the new ones.
And I like what they were doing with guns in there. They had some cool guns and things like that. Now, I'm watching it on Netflix because I don't believe in paying for any kind of cable.
Me either.
Ever again.
Yeah.
So I guess I came to the end of the first season.
Okay. Well, you can. There's other places you can go to get without having to pay.
Okay.
Like Xfinity, you can go to their website or ABC, whatever network
is it
that
ABC
is.
it's on, or is it?
A lot of times you can go to the network's website and they'll have them on the website too.
Right.
For
Yeah.
free. You don't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
But
I haven't dug in.
Tell you some other things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what about you, Such? What's your go-to pop culture relating to guns?
I like 24.
Yeah.
And, we watched a lot of those, and then there were some we missed, and we've gone back and watched them.
It's back on the air, right?
Yeah, that last little deal, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't started 24 yet, because I'm like one of those that once I start it...
Oh, it's going to suck you in.
Yeah.
You want to binge on it, right? Because I'm like that now.
I want to watch 3 or 4
My wife and I binged 2 seasons of 24 in one weekend.
Now, have you finished...
that was crazy.
That was
have you finished
seasons?
Lindy and Holder?
We hadn't even started season 3 yet.
Oh, so
no. Season 2. We finished season 1.
What was that called?
The Killing.
The Killing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been so long since I've watched it. No, I watched that whole thing through.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Another one we got into is Scorpion. It's not really gun related, but
yeah, I've
love
been
that
wanting to
show.
watch that one too.
Love that show.
I've heard. Is that the Smart?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen like 4 episodes of that. That's good
Yeah.
too. That's on like NBC or something like that. Is there or has there ever been a gun in your collection that maybe just a little bit of you is ashamed to admit to owning?
Jennings J22, still got it.
Yeah?
And in fact, I did a review on it a while back.
Did you really?
It was like...
how'd it fare?
You clean it up pretty nice, and if you shoot really high-quality ammunition, it'll do it. But it's finicky.
Yeah.
And it's pot metal.
But they're like, what, $100?
They used to be...
I saw one go at a gun show 2 weeks ago for $80.
when I bought that because I had a gun shop years ago, and I would pay $45 a piece for them.
Wow.
Brand new, and sell them for $69. And in the town we were in, we did a ad in the local newspaper. Yeah. We did an ad in the newspaper, and it was stocking stuffer. It was for Christmas. We called all kind of heck. I mean,
I bet you
like,
sold them, though.
Christmas? Yeah, we sold a ton of them.
I bet you did. Heck yeah.
Well, you're talking, I'm a bullpup guy, so I'm obviously not ashamed of any kind of guns.
You have no shame.
No, I have no shame,
What about
man.
that 380 that you may or may not have owned?
Yeah, well, that, yeah.
Okay.
We won't
Here's
talk
one.
about that ever again.
What about one that you had, got rid of, whether you sold it, traded it, whatever, that you wish you had back?
Oh, that's good, Yeah, oh, man, I think I had not a Sega, something in the AK realm, the 308. I'm trying to remember what it is right now. Man, there's so many guns I go through, they do not stick in my brain. Because I wind up having to sell guns just to get more guns.
Kind of like women in college.
Yeah.
What?
With Marty, not me. I was pure.
Yeah, but I had a really nice 308. I don't think it was Sega, but it's one of it's an AK variant 308, and I actually really liked it. But I wound up selling it to get some other gun, and I always regret that.
Yeah,
I wish I never had to sell a gun to get another gun.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys go through that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of the disease.
Trader's remorse.
The disease that we don't want to be cured.
Well, Lola, insisting for me to sell stuff when I buy stuff. I mean, somebody told her about that.
It's an investment.
So
That's what I told my wife.
It is.
I said it's an investment. It keeps going up in value.
They do.
Unless
Unlike
it's
a
Jennings.
vehicle.
Unless it's a Jennings.
Yeah, well, hey, I paid $45 for it. It's still
Actually, it did.
Yeah, it's probably worth more
I
than
guarantee
that.
you break even at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Sue?
I had a HK 91 right when the first assault weapons ban happened. I paid $800 for it. I turned around and sold it for $1,600, and the guy that bought it sold it for $3,600 the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And now, of course, it's worth actually a lot more than that. And I just hate that. That's one of the guns I hate to sold. And a Colt Gold Cup. I sold one of those that I loved. I used to do a lot of IPSC shooting with that one.
Yeah.
And I hated. I sold it.
I was just talking
I think
to
we're getting a boot.
Bo Quinn. I was telling him I had this DPMS mini SAS that DPM's put out, and during the Newtown thing, I had a guy make me an offer on it that I couldn't refuse. And I was like, man, I can't refuse that. So I sold that, and of course, what I sold it for, I could buy two now. So I'll probably end up getting one of those back. Might bump it up to the 308 though.
You did the right thing. You bought low, sold high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about a bucket list gun? Money's no object.
Next gotta
Anything
have.
you want, you can have it. What would you get?
Law be damned.
I like the Negev from IWI.
Negev.
That full auto.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's slick.
I like to have one of those. I've seen it. I've shot it. Have you guys had a chance to shoot that yet?
Never shot it yet.
Oh, okay. Really nice. Belt fed.
Ah.
Yeah. Then you can drop that and put a magazine in it. It's pretty
The
cool.
only belt-fed gun that I would want is the minigun.
Yeah.
It's too much work. It's too much work
M60.
otherwise.
Yeah, but the minigun goes through it too quick. All that work,
I
like
know, but
hours
it's-
of work for 10 seconds of fun.
I know it's like thousands of rounds. What about you,
All right.
Such?
I'd have to. That's a hard one. But probably a.
You don't get rid of guns, right?
Yeah, I don't. I
got-
need to get another safe.
you got
is
just
what I
about
need.
everything.
No, I wish I did. Probably a probably a really nice Wilson 1911, a really nice one. One of the
custom made.
Yeah,
perfection.
Yeah, I mean, and that would be something that, and I can't stand it. I'd have to shoot it like crazy.
Yeah.
But,
it wouldn't be a safe clean.
No, I don't have safe cleans. I have to shoot them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it just didn't exist. Safe clean. Why would somebody buy a gun and not shoot it?
Right.
Yeah,
That
a lot
or
of people
a
do,
Barrett
and that's
50.
weird.
People,
Barrett
it's like
50
buying a car and you don't drive
Yeah,
it.
50 cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty common. A lot of people. I mean, that's on my bucket list too. To have one of those too.
Uh-oh, we're about to get invaded.
We're being told to get the hell out.
We're closing up shop.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Really, we can't stay here.
We didn't know what was going on over here. I'm glad you guys are doing the show. We throw straws to see who was going to walk over here.
Hey, where's this party moving to?
Mexican at 6:15, and everybody else has gone to SOE right now to visit with John Willis.
Gotcha.
John Willis said if you don't come by, you're wrong as dick cancer.
Where's it at?
All right, Leadheads, we are back. We got interrupted. Zeke had to leave, and we've got a new guest host with us.
Yeah,
we've got Jared with Student of the Gun.
I pulled Zeke out of the car and I duct taped him so he'd shut up.
You pulled one of your MMA moves on him, didn't you?
Yeah, I had lateral vascular neck restraint.
You're like,
yes.
You said Hodor, and he turned around.
Yeah,
and the next thing I know, he was out of the truck. And
punched him in the kneecaps.
Yeah. So we're gonna continue with our interview with Hank Strange and Such Double Alt, also known as Don. He said I could use his name, so I feel privileged.
Is he the Don?
He is the Don.
He's the YouTube gun Don.
Before we get into the interviews, I want to say that this event is the first time that I've had the opportunity to meet both of these guys, and I appreciate the opportunity. It's nice to meet both of you.
Cool.
It's been nice.
Same here, man. I always like a guy with a mohawk.
Suck up.
Yes, I agree.
I
would
see. You have to show the mohawk. No one sees that, but I actually.
Everybody knows the mohawk.
I doffed my cap and showeth my mohawk.
It surprised me when you took the cap off. I was like, damn, we're brothers.
Absolutely.
I'm overwhelmed by the lyrical poets that we have here between you and CJ.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what a philosophical guy,
yeah, dude.
Man. Wow.
He kept me up till 3 o'clock.
I basked in the glow.
He kept me up till 3 o'clock with thinking with my brain, and I was like, dude, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, he gets the brain thinking. He's like,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy.
Deep, man. But yeah, I enjoyed having him on. But we asked you guys the questions, so now we want to find out a little bit more about who you are and what you do. I mean, everybody knows who you guys are. Tell us something that maybe somebody doesn't know about you. How did you get started, Don, with your YouTube channel?
It was funny. My dad sent me a link to a video. I guess it was probably 2007, maybe 2008. And it was a political video. And I watched it, and I went, wow, this is pretty cool, YouTube. I mean, that was really the first real experience. I'd heard about it, but so then I kind of started watching a lot of different videos, and because it kind of captivates you, as you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
you get hooked, and especially when they link one to another one. If you like this, and go to this one.
Right, yeah, and you're looking down that column. And so then I started watching some gun videos, kind of stumbled across it, and I love guns, man. I could do a video.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are.
You're like, I can do a video better than those guys.
Well,
do something better than those jack wagons.
Have you ever seen any of my early videos? They're pretty rough.
I've seen them, and
that's the same way for everybody, though.
Long before I got into this, and I'm not calling you old by any means, but you've been doing this a lot longer than any of us have.
Yeah, I sure have.
Sonny, I appreciate that.
With all due respect.
But I've been accused of being a gear queer, and I don't deny that. I like my gear, But before I go out and buy something, I like to do a little research on it. And when I was first getting into Maxpedition, I watched several of your videos and your reviews of the Maxpedition products.
Right.
And now I'm a proud owner of at least 30 different Maxpedition products, thanks to you.
And it's funny. I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people. Will say, well, Maxpedition, you're a fanboy, you blah, blah, blah. Maxpedition, number one, doesn't pay me to do anything, but they do send me gear for me to test. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that's really important to me is
in the case in point is you've bought Maxpedition based on my recommendation, and that is huge to me to be accurate with stuff.
Yeah, and I've had this for 5 years now. The Condor pack that I've got right there, and I've got all kinds of. That was my first one, was the Condor.
It's excellent. It's just great gear.
Yeah, I mean, I've run that thing in my professional business that I have. I carry it with me day in, day out. I change it out when I go out of town or go on a hunt or go to a shoot or something and use it for that. So, I mean, it's constantly being used, and it's been that way for like 5 years now, and it looks brand new.
I know it. They do. They look brand new.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I can second what you're saying, because I've been telling Such that my brother's a huge fan of his, and that's one of the things. So he gets the Maxpedition bags.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah, and then when he gets when something else comes out and he gets it, then it goes down to me. So I have a lot of nice Maxpedition stuff. Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's like new, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not hand-me-downs. They're still brand new.
Yeah. No issues at all.
But not only that, but you do a lot of great prepper type, I don't want to say teachings, but tips and tricks and things for the beginner prepper and even the more advanced.
Right. Well, my original channel was Fun Gun Reviews and Sensible Survival. Mm-hmm. And we started doing some things. In fact, Nat Geo's Doomsday Preppers had contacted me for the pilot episode. I mean, they were really wanting to do that, and I just wouldn't do it.
You could be a movie star. You'd be sitting in Hollywood.
Well, it was, I figured I figured the way it would kind of spin, but and it pretty much, But the one thing is, a lot of gun guys do prep, but not all gun guys. So I found myself doing these survival type videos, and people going, "What is this about? Why is this saying about guns?" And so, of course, this was a few years ago. That's actually changed.
Yeah.
So I took and started my Sensible Prepper channel under the recommendation that somebody said, well, survival is, it's like survivalist. That's kind of fringe. So I'd said prepper, which I really kind of wish I'd gone ahead and said survival. But then from there, just sensible prepping things to be prepared. Because if you're not prepping in some form, not doomsday preppers necessarily,
right.
To me, you're the fringe. I mean, you're out of content.
A power outage, you
lose your job.
You might lose your
sick.
Power for a couple of days, or floods, or tornadoes, or...
Dude, I remember my grandma had a basement that we'd walk into that was a cellar where I'd walk down there. She had shelves and shelves of canned goods. It's because she knew that when winter came, everybody would need food day after day after day. And if we got snowed in, lived up north. If we got snowed in, we wouldn't be able to go to the store and get the stuff, or to McDonald's or whatever. So she was, in that sense, a prepper. She did what needed to be done to survive.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Prepare for the personal catastrophes that could happen to you. That's
different
more
degrees of survival prepping, so to speak.
Well, why not take care of the basic necessities of living, which is food, water, some medical, self-defense,
shelter.
Yeah. Your energy source. Take care of those things. It's not all that expensive to do, unless you just go crazy. Unless you make it a passion and a hobby.
Yeah,
it's like
we were talking about earlier. When people start thinking about it and they look at these, they watch these shows and they see these people who have shelves and shelves and shelves of food and water and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of prep stuff. Well, most of those people didn't just go out to the store and buy that day. It's years of stockpiling that stuff. A little bit here, a little bit there, but you're never going to get to that point if you don't start.
That's right.
Can I add on to the basics a little bit? I'm going to anyway.
Okay. I thought you
the basics. You got physical basics, and you know what? He's tied up still. You got with duct tape over his mouth. You got the physical basics, and then you've got psychological needs as well that you need to have. Have you ever heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Mm-mm.
Look that up. It's a really long, in-depth thing, so I'm not going to go over it right now. But it's basically like a pyramid of your needs, of what you need, and psychological is close to the bottom. It's a foundation. So any of you that can hear my voice right now, including you, left hand, look up Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
M-A-Z-Z-O?
Maslow, M-A-S-L-O-W.
L-O-W, hierarchy of needs, changing minds. In 1943, Abraham Maslow, one of the founding fathers of humanist approaches to management.
Pyramid.
And here's the pyramid. So you want me to skip down to that?
Yep.
So when we start at the bottom?
Basis. Yep.
Yeah. So physiological, which is your health, food, sleep. Safety, which is your shelter, removal from danger. Then it goes up to belonging, love, affection,
which would be the
being a part of a group, a team type thing. And we talked about that with CJ. The esteem, self-esteem, and esteem from others. And then your self, what is that? Actuation?
I can't see it from here.
Actualization. Achieving individual potential. And that's the top of this Pavlov's dog's pyramid, or what is it called?
Maslow's. Yeah, right. Well, this is, I mean, it's a really philosophical thing, but it applies to daily life, not just prepping and whatever you want to call it. Daily life. That's what you need in daily life to be successful.
Okay.
That's very cool.
Some people are needy.
And that's
I'm
a
not
good
that
point.
needy.
There needs to be balance.
Right.
And I think that's really...
Well, let me put it... Yeah, right. Sorry to cut you off. Let me put it to you
How
this
dare
way.
you. Cut
If
the
you've
dong
got...
off.
You want me to cut it off?
Did you say cut off the dong?
So how dare you cut off the dawn?
I thought you said, how
Please
dare
don't
you
kill
cut
me.
off the dong?
Oh, that's what I thought I said too. See where he goes?
Come on.
You always have that
It's a
one
family
guy.
show, man.
Really? This is a family show? I'm out of here.
Okay, Hank's out.
Not my show.
That's funny.
Go ahead, Jared.
I don't remember what I was saying. I got lost in the dong.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about how you got started with. You've got 2 channels now, though, right?
That's correct.
Okay,
That was one of the things that I wanted to focus on: the gun, gear, different things about self-defense, and then go over here and look at different prepping things. Taking care of the basics, some of the bags and things you might need, some of the reasons. Mindset's a big one. In fact, I did a video on mindset. Said preppers are crazy. That was the video.
Yeah,
and it was just me
that
walking
got a lot
through
of
the
response,
woods.
didn't it?
It was huge, and it's funny because I said we had an incident where my family, not my wife's family, they talk about being prepared, but they never would really do anything, and so. We had met with them one time, and we said, hey, look, we're doing this. We really think you need to at least think about this stuff. And they were like, oh, yeah. And then, nothing.
Right.
And so, which is fine. I mean, we've done our deal. But a little bit later, my wife said, she goes, I know they're not, and I don't know what we're going to do if something does ever happen. They're not doing anything, and they'll come to us.
Because they know you're doing it.
We can't turn them away. I said, I'm not meeting with them. And so she said, no. She said, please. And so we went out to dinner one night. We were sitting there, and my wife was talking to them, and they were like, oh, yeah, just like they were before. And I stopped, and I said, let me just say one thing. I said, I didn't really want to say anything. I said, but here's the deal. I said, if anything ever happens to where we need food, and I said, we love you guys, and I do. I said, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. But I'm not taking food out of my kids' mouths. To feed you
because you haven't
chose not to do it. And so the next day I start getting these texts with pictures of food they've been buying and all this stuff. And it was really great.
The reality set in because I guarantee you that was what was on their mind. Is like, if anything happens, Don's prepared. We'll just run over to their house and we'll be all right.
And the other danger, though, to me, and it's something that I'm really going to start working on, is the lone wolf mentality of the survival community and the prepping community. And that really falls in line with what I just said is, well, I've done all this and you haven't. I'll tell you, honestly, if my family doesn't prepare, I'm still going to take care of them because that's what a decent human being does.
Right. But at the end of the day, and I know it's family, but when and if the apocalypse happens or whatever, it's going to be every man for himself, and these people are going to want to try to take what you've got. Obviously, you got to let them know up front, hey, it's not going to happen. So you guys need to start prepping. I mean, that's the thing. It's going to be survival, and what I've got, you're going to be lucky if you get it.
Right.
Start prepping for yourself and don't depend on somebody else.
And two, I mean, if we all start dividing it up, how long is it going to last? So,
Yeah, because you're not planning for 15 other people.
Right.
You've planned for your family and their survival.
But now let's
how
back
long
it.
Can you sustain somebody else?
Right. Right. But let's back it up in another direction is the big if. It may never happen like we think it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So you need to have another way, a reason for doing what you're doing. I mean, having insurance is great and you need it, and hopefully it never will happen. Mm-hmm. But the other side of the coin is self-reliance. And to me, this helps me to be more self-reliant in a lot of different ways, because I'm not dependent on the way things are going with our transportation or with like water,
Energy.
the water company. I mean, just recently we had mud coming through our water system, and there was a big, and it smelled. I mean, the water smelled. And I mean, we live in a pretty good community with really fresh water, and it was funny because we had the ways to filter our water. We had Berkey, filter system. We had all this stuff, and food, and if there's a big snowstorm, if transportation shut down. But the thing is being more self-reliant, growing our own food, doing our own things. It's healthier, it's better, and it's just a better way of life. So
it makes you less reliant on other people,
right?
Other people being grocery stores,
right?
Produce companies, McDonald's.
Well, we have a rain catchment system that I put in, and I went and demonstrated the whole thing. And one of the big things about that is we take that water and we fill our pool. We use it to fill our pool. We also use it to water our garden because it's a downhill deal.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the water system. We actually have the county water, so it saves us money to have that. The other thing is, if you ever take that fresh water and you smell it compared to what's coming out of the tap, it's chlorine. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you won't be able to drink the tap
metal
stuff anymore.
Chlorine smell to it.
Yeah, so the thing is a lot of people, you need to incorporate things into your life,
right?
And I think that's where a lot of people get out of balance.
So how much did this water system cost you to make?
Probably about $50, $60.
Right. So and you saved that in 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, in a month.
In a month,
especially during the summer.
I mean, a pool. I don't know what size pool you got, but I know
a big one, it's
mine's like 23,000 gallons.
Right.
To fill that sucker up, it's like $800.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, our water bill shoots straight up during the summer.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what's kind of cool is that's also a prep because you can drink that water.
Yeah.
And
the pool water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I've got.
That's what I tell people. I've got a huge water reserve.
Yeah.
Right.
23,000 gallons.
I've got 4 scenarios: hurricane, tornado, drought, ice storm. All happen in the United States.
Fires, too.
There's 4 reasons, and fires too. I didn't even think about
fires.
that. There's 5 reasons right off the top of our heads. Why are people not preparing for those?
For reality, because those can happen any day.
It doesn't necessarily have to be the apocalypse. It could be a freaking Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
I saw what happened. Well, I didn't see personally, but I saw the aftermath of what happened through other people.
I think one of the
ridiculous.
things, a lot of people get intimidated, right? So if you watch the prepper shows that they did, and they show all these, the whole basement's full of stuff, people who are watching that might consider to start prepping think, man, I can't do that. I can't go out today and just buy all those groceries.
Right.
But it's just a little tiny thing. When people take any idea in the whole as this huge thing, it's intimidating, and then psychologically you don't do it.
Yeah. Well, you're always going to have those people that take things to the nth degree. You need to fit somewhere in between that, in between not doing it in the nth degree.
Yeah,
and
well, just start doing
like
little
talking
things.
about a little bit here, a little bit there. Go out and buy 3 gallons of water today.
Well, I'll tell you a little story, and it's pretty quick, but it's a buddy of mine who lived down in Central America, in Nicaragua, actually, when the Sandinistas took over. Yeah. He really great guy, and in fact,
that's the extent of Left Hand's dialect.
Yeah. But his family was fairly well off. They had owned a number of businesses in Nicaragua, and they were doing very well. Well, when the Sandinistas took over, and his father had built pretty much a fortress where they lived. I mean, it were high walls. They had steel doors. They had tunnels under the house for escaping. I mean, it was a pretty major deal. A lot of guns.
Yeah.
And in fact, I've known this guy for a long time. He just told me this like a couple of weeks ago. He said, Don, he goes, at that time, he goes, we thought we were secure. He goes, but when our house was surrounded, and he said, we had food, water, everything to last it out.
Right.
He goes, they came to kill us because of who we were. He said, if it wasn't for my father's money, they would have. They bribed the people to get away, which they did. Then once they got away, he said, there was nothing to stop them from taking us. He said, the highest walls, the tunnels, whatever. He said, they were coming.
They were vulnerable. Yeah.
He said, so here's the deal. He goes, you've got to be ready to move. You got to be mobile. And the way you think things are going to come down, are not the ways. In fact, it never really happens the way you really think it's going to come down. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people get set in a single mindset preparation theory.
So those guys had prepared and like, hey, if anything happens, we're right here. They didn't plan for what if we have to leave here.
Right,
mm-hmm.
right.
Or how do we leave here if we have to leave here?
They left with the shirt, the clothes on their back.
All that stuff
right.
they left.
Or what if something happens and you're not home?
Wow.
Right. Well, and the thing is, they left barely with their lives. And then the parents shipped the kids up to the United States, which, now he's a successful business owner, does great. But, he told me, he said, Don, this is the scary thing. He goes, what's happening now in America was what was happening then in Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
So, and he's never told, and he said, I've never told, he goes, in fact, I've just started talking about that to friends. He goes, because I'm concerned. Yeah. Now, you know what? Whether it happens or it doesn't happen here, this is the greatest nation on earth. I love this country. But for you not to take a few steps to just provide for your family is kind of
it's irresponsible.
Not too smart. Yeah, it's irresponsible.
It's very irresponsible. Definitely.
Agreed.
So, Hank, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with the Hank Strange situation.
Well,
Don't say because Lola said so.
Yeah. That is really what happened. But,
right,
what a lot of people don't know about me is I was actually born in Nicaragua. No, I wasn't, because I can't even say it properly.
But you were born somewhere else, though.
I was born in Guyana.
Yeah.
Which is probably not far.
I can't say that. Guyana. Is it Guyana?
Come on, that's so easy.
Guyana.
Yeah. Land of Jim Jones, for anyone who doesn't know about that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was not Guyanese people. It was all Americans that went over there and went into the Amazon and went crazy and drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, okay.
That's where drinking the Kool-Aid comes from.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that, yeah.
Right.
From Jim Jones. But I didn't know that was in Guyana.
Yeah, that was in Guyana. And also, I think it was a congressman that went out there and he was killed. That's what made the whole thing escalate. And I think that's probably the only time in history that a sitting U.S. congressman was killed outside of the United States. Yeah. So, it's pretty cool. But I think at the time when all that stuff happened, I was actually living in England. I left Guyana when I was 5.
And you went to New England?
England.
Okay,
England. London, England.
Cheerio.
United Kingdom.
Cheerio.
He's an athlete.
Athlete.
So
how long were you in England?
I lived there until I was about 8 years old, and then I went to live in Nigeria.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
so you're a well-traveled man.
A little bit, yeah. And then I came to.
What age are you doing all this traveling?
I left Guyana when I was 5. I went to England. I left England when I was 8, and then I left Nigeria when I was 11. Came to America. So
you've had a pretty good sampling or dabbling with other cultures.
I've seen a lot of places, traveled to a lot of places. Yeah.
So that you could compare against the American way a lot.
And America is the best place on the face of this planet. I'm not just telling you that. I mean, my family gave up. You
got experience.
Yeah, like Such was just saying. Yeah, my family were pretty well off in Guyana, and my dad knew he had to get the hell out of there, so he gave up everything that we had. That's a big deal to walk away. My dad was well off. When I was a kid, my dad played chess with the Prime Minister of Guyana.
Did he win?
Yeah. He's a grandmaster.
He's not Grandmaster J, is he?
No.
Okay.
No, he was a grandmaster of chess. Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And, the thing is...
That's huge, though. I mean, if somebody's a grandmaster of chess, that's not an easy game.
Yeah. I've been playing chess since I could do anything.
It is if you're smart.
Yeah.
Left hand.
I didn't say that I didn't play. I'm not a grandmaster.
So you are good.
I can play.
Uh-oh. I sense a challenge.
I challenge you.
Oh, there it goes.
I accept your challenge. Good.
It is on like Donkey Kong.
Like Donkey Kong.
Somebody's got to have one at SHOT Show. You guys are all going, right?
Yes.
SHOT Show.
Cool. There you go.
Oh, there's going to be chess championships going on in SHOT Show.
I got to practice. I haven't played in like 14 years.
Oh, okay.
But it's like riding a bike.
As long as you have a brain. Yeah.
It's a good game because
I've got an app for that.
Yeah.
I feel like you would murder me at chess right now, and you're just being really humble.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah, he's a ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good game. It teaches you to think ahead like we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And you were asking me about my YouTube channel, why I started it. I'm an artist, very creative person. by nature. I'm a storyteller, filmmaker.
I was going to say, you started off in the film business, right?
Yeah, well, not in the film
music
business, but yeah, I'm just an artist. So and mostly a digital artist. When I was younger, I grew up. When I came here in the '80s and everything, so I remember movies like Tron and all that, and I always thought, movies, everything's going to be digital. That's where everything's going to go. So I've been self-teaching myself how to do all that and how to make movies, because I'm a storyteller at heart, and to me, a movie is the best way of telling a story. Because
in this day and age,
you've got video, audio, all these things you can use, music, and there's so many things that go into
effects,
it. Yeah, absolutely. So I have a YouTube channel because I thought that's a good distribution outlet. We're going in that direction. I don't want to go through Hollywood because I don't really believe a lot of what Hollywood believes.
They would bury you.
Yeah. And I believe in guns. As an artist, I believe in guns because I think that's a way to defend my ability to always be creative and say what I want to say. Lola and I have 2 boys, and she's a pharmacist. I don't know if people know that. She works all the time. So I gave up what I do because we really didn't have a huge family structure to help us raise the kids, because I moved away from New York, where I grew up. I just couldn't take it anymore. And I decided, I'm going to raise my kids myself and walk away from what I was doing. And now that they're teenagers, I'm starting to go back in that direction. And I started my YouTube channel as a way just to keep my skills sharp and show people something that I was really getting into and I really cared about. And, and it's actually taken off. It's funny how things happen like that. It's not, I never intended it to, go that way, but now I'm all caught up in it. I'm sitting over here next to Such.
I'm telling you, man.
Being interviewed
you never
by
know
Left
where
Hand.
life's going to take you.
Yeah, so...
What's that Forrest Gump said?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very cool.
Box of chocolates.
Yeah. Life's
what
like
you
a
gonna
box of
get.
chocolates.
Mama said.
Yeah. I just remember the
movie,
shrimp, all the kinds of shrimp.
Yeah. Oh,
Have you ever
Lots of
been to a
shrimp.
Bubba Gump?
No.
that guy's on the TV show Nashville now.
Oh, the guy that was his friend that
Play
was...
Bubba Gump? Yeah.
That's
He's
funny.
on Nashville?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
on the TV show Nashville.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is, but
No, but that guy played soldiers in a lot of
I'm sorry,
movies.
Pepper has met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She works on the show also.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, she's actually going to be on. She's in an episode coming up.
Look at
She
you.
got her first speaking role.
Wow.
Yeah.
They gave her permission.
You
to
are
speak.
dating model chicks, like the rappers.
Movie star.
Yeah. Popping bottles, son. Left hand.
I get to meet her at
Yeah.
Chacho.
Yeah, you hadn't met her yet? I thought you met.
No, dude.
Okay.
Maybe. No, I don't think so.
Cool. Yeah.
She's very cool.
I'm
Cute.
really bad with names, but I'll remember her face.
Cool
If
as a
I've seen it
cucumber. So, back to you.
Oh, okay.
This is
I mean,
the
I
Hank
could talk
Strange
about the
minute.
ladies all day. Yeah. Lola's not here.
But she's going to listen.
I could just get in trouble later.
Yeah.
But none of you guys will be around when I get in trouble. So.
They made me. I was at gunpoint. You couldn't see because it was only on radio. There was no cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get in trouble with Lola when nobody's around.
When nobody's around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So,
way you can-
so tell us about. You've got some other things that you're working. Is that some stuff you can talk about now, or
Yeah, there's a couple things. I'm working on a show
outside of the
outside of the channel? Yeah, I'm working on something that we're calling LFX, which stands for Live Fire Exercise, and it's completely different from what I do on the channel. In terms of on the channel, I don't really plan anything.
Yeah,
I kind of
more
just
like us, fly by the seat of your pants. And
I just jump in there and do whatever and have fun.
where
I'm
she
not.
lays is where she stays.
Yeah, I love that actually.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, but the live fire exercise stuff, I write it and then we get out there and we shoot it and then rewrite it and do all kinds of.
Yeah, you showed me
stuff.
an episode of it last night, and I was impressed, man. It was really good.
Thank you. That was a segment I
It's
showed
high
you.
quality. It was high quality stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got a partner that's working with me on that, Mark. That's a segment from the show that we're going to do, and it's going to be not that segment is about guns, but the show is not going to be all about guns. It's going to cover the other things that us gun guys are into: music, cars, whatever it is that we're into.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little broader than that and pull people in. But we figured we'd put out something. We're working on the pilot, but we'll put out something to let people know what we're doing. Just because it takes so much time and it takes me away from the channel.
Yeah.
You know, and then I've been on the road a lot. I feel like this is my last thing for this year, but I feel like I've spent this whole year on
I think the LFX is a project worth pursuing.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Were you?
I'm not easily impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, that's.
So, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not just saying that.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Were you in the team room when we did the video analyzation last night?
No.
Were you awake? Damn.
Why? What happened?
Because I feel like you're going to be doing what we were talking about last night.
Oh, that's okay. I think a lot of guys have this idea. I don't think that there's nothing new under the sun, and I think that's great. I think that's what we should.
We were talking about it, and that's something that Zeke and I have been talking about doing for the past year.
Right.
You know, I mean, he just
he's actually doing it. So.
Yeah.
What we're doing is modeling that, like Top Gear, BBC. If you've ever heard of Top Gear, it's one of the best shows on the face of the planet. TV shows.
Next to The Walking Dead. Leadheads.
Right,
don't get offended.
How do they walk if they're dead?
Yeah.
How do they walk if they're dead?
They're zombies.
The Walking Dead.
So they're alive.
No, they're dead.
They're zombified. You know zombies are real, right? You know that.
Yeah, they live in big cities.
They've been taken over by a virus. Living in Atlanta.
We are living in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
L.A.
Yeah. I think we should do that in the gun community. We need to spread out and show people that we're not one-dimensional, because we're not.
No. Mm-hmm.
And I think there should be a lot of things like
what you guys are showing that now. You're branching off and you're starting, additional channels. It's like, this is what it started off as, but there's more to me than this.
Mm-hmm.
And you started your other channel, your additional channel, and then you went off and you started this LFX. And, we're talking about starting another thing, and you guys are talking about starting another thing.
Absolutely.
We got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah. So
we all in the gun industry, it's in its infancy, and the reason it has stayed in its infancy so long is because nobody works together. They're all like, we have our thing, and we don't want anybody else.
Everybody
to have
wants to keep their little piece of
that, and let's work together.
The pie.
But see, you're right.
Yeah.
I think that with YouTube, we've taken away a lot of the competitive spirit.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the more that Hank succeeds, the more that we all succeed.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
the more that you guys, it's like this weekend, coming together. Eric from Iraq Veteran 888 and Tim Harmson from Military Arms Channel and Nothing Fancy and Hickok. I mean, we're all friends.
Yeah.
We get together, we do things.
Yeah.
And
now we haven't met Nuttin yet.
Yeah, I would love to meet
else.
Nothing Fancy.
We're all
fan.
close knit guys.
I love you, Nothing Fancy.
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's like you. He's one of the guys that before I even was into this, I was watching their channel, and I'd go to them. They're kind of my go-to when I needed a review on something or opinion,
and
on
still
something.
do. I still go there.
You just have to make sure you have your gear in place.
Yeah.
Because he caught me running to the car getting my
gear check.
That's my gear check.
Should we do a gear check right now?
No.
EDC check? No.
No one wants to do a gear check.
Okay.
What?
I'm game. I'll do it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm down. Let's see.
EDC check.
Put it on the table. Bam! I got a flashlight.
Everybody's emptying their pockets. We got
extra weapons.
Wait a minute, my keys are in there. All right, well,
so you were having some. Cool.
My phone is part of my EDC.
My jacket
I think that qualifies.
Not on, so I guess that doesn't count. But
gun.
Oh yeah. Left hand brings out the bag.
Sugar. Oh, he's got his bag right here. Okay, we're beat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you can't win now.
I'm a loser.
Yeah, he's got his bag.
Hey, you got a med kit in there?
No.
You lose. I am the only one with a med kit in this room. You all lose.
Oh man, okay, we lost it.
Where is this med kit?
It's in that jacket right there.
Oh, okay, all right.
So if
I'll give you that.
You all bleed out, and I'll live.
I'm getting ready for bacon.
I got a lot of tools right here, though.
I got a tape measure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you got? What do you got?
I already put all. I had everything. I just put it back.
Gun, flashlight, knives, screwdrivers, extra flashlight,
bottle openers,
paracord.
Yep.
I think my phone is part of my EDC. I think that
firearm?
qualifies.
Where's your firearm?
Glock 19 on the hip.
There you go.
Everybody's got a Glock hat here, don't they?
Yeah.
Glock.
Is everyone Glocked out?
Yep.
At this table?
Yep.
What?
40.
Okay, so you've got a Glock 20. What's your?
Oh, nice. I got the 27 on the ankle.
Okay, so 27 Glock 27, Glock 23,
23 and 27.
I got
23 and 27.
I got a 23 with a 9mm conversion barrel, and the Smith & Wesson J frame.
Oh, and I've just got a, run of the mill Glock 19, but I love it.
Yep.
Very cool.
Glocks.
And blades? Who's got blades?
I've got my bench
Spider Code.
garage.
SOG right
My
there.
blades in the truck.
And another little box cutter.
My flashlight, actually, the battery went dead this morning.
I got two on me. You can have one.
Okay, thanks.
I got a Terralux TT1, and then I got the Streamlight little mini
mini Streamlight?
little mini Streamlight that's got like 45 lumens.
Okay,
It's
now
called the
how often?
MicroStream.
How often do you guys see this?
I love those.
Is that a
Yeah.
Magpul?
It's a Keltec.
Keltec
I think,
flashlight
yeah.
with the trigger one.
Love those.
I've been wanting one of those, but they're expensive as hell, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, you should just do what I do. I just stole it from them when they weren't
Chad.
looking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Chad's-
It's
Chad's gonna
Chad.
listen to this,
Yeah, he knows that.
Chad,
I
you
always
are
catch him at SHOT
a
Show.
cool dude.
He's gonna listen to this.
Yeah, Chad is a cool dude. We're good friends with Chad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think everyone here knows Chad,
Yeah,
right?
Chad.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Chad.
Caltech Chad.
Chad's the man. Chad's the kind of guy that you can throw up in the back of his car and he doesn't care.
Yeah, Left Hand and I were. That interview was on the Blaze from Chad's video. They had.
Oh, yeah, that's
Red
cool.
Vex
Yeah,
deal.
congratulations,
that was
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You were telling me that.
That was
I
on the
didn't know
Blaze. Is that where I video bombed you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
now
should
I'm
be on
glad
there.
I video bombed you
Yeah.
because
All three
first
of
I was
us
very
were-
embarrassed because I didn't realize I was video bombing Such. I thought I was just video
Well,
bombing
see, everybody thinks I'm Zeke.
Talking Lead. Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, I thought that was Such. Now they're gonna think Zeke Such. Oh, that would be funny. You
Yeah.
gotta get him on yours and
Hey, now we should have done that.
it's
We
Such
should
cheer.
have done
That would be hilarious.
It was a couple of weeks ago, but what happened was they said blowing up a truck or something like that, and then there were two videos on there. And my buddy Skinny Medic, who does a good bit of stuff, medical stuff on YouTube, and his
Skinny
video
Medic's
was on
good
there.
guy.
Yeah, he is a good
Yeah.
guy. And then Chad's video was actually right there next to it, and that's where we came in. But it was funny because he did mostly music, and it just showed a montage of all this shooting, and then all of a sudden the interview was live, and we did the interview, and then went right back into shooting and doing whatever.
Oh,
It
that's
was kind of
cool.
It was really cool.
So they kind of did their own little video and edited us into it. Is that what it was, or
Well,
was it
just-
our
yeah.
actual video?
No, it was Chad. I guess he must have had somebody filming too as well.
Oh, during our interview. Oh,
Was that Matt?
Matt
from
was
Caltech?
filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
guy's
that's
very
what
good. He's
got
got
it.
some skills.
It's good.
Yeah.
The
Oh, that's
video
cool, yeah.
itself is really good.
Okay.
They're good guys over there. If you know Chad, you know he does not call you back. Yeah, Chad. I said that. Call me back.
He calls me back. Huh?
Really?
I don't know.
Must be the Mohawk.
Oh,
Chad,
okay.
you know how I feel about you.
No,
Really?
he's slow.
Do you know Chad has a baby? He has a little baby
got a-
puppy dog.
Baby puppy dog.
Charlie, yeah.
I was
Like
like,
a child.
When does he ever see it?
Huh?
Does he take it with
This
him?
dog is, the last time I was at Caltech, this dog just follows Chad around Caltech.
Chad, tell Derek I said hi too, please, because I don't want to leave him out.
All right, so Chad got his back rub for the day.
You got a plug.
Yeah.
Call me back, Chad. Speaking of Caltech,
Speaking of
That's why I was
Caltech and
down
things
there.
that rhyme,
yeah,
you've got a nice little giveaway. going on
KSG,
there.
yeah, we're giving away a KSG, OD Green KSG from Caltech.
Now, how would one go about entering to win that?
We have a video
Or
which we did at
qualifying.
Caltech. It was like a little mini tour of Caltech, specifically the KSGs, because they're making a lot of them. I think they make about 250 every day. So you go watch that video, subscribe to our channel, comment on that particular video, and share it up, and you're in.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. And then,
That's
and
it.
then
I think Chad disqualified Caltech employees. Sorry.
Okay, so
But everyone else is in. You're eligible, Such. You're eligible.
Yeah.
You're eligible, my friend.
Sweet, you should pick
Yeah.
my name.
Yeah.
well,
Now,
I
here's
told
the
you if
thing.
I won.
I'm gonna create 50,000 YouTube accounts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No, I've already.
Yeah, that's what we were
promised that
talking
if I
about.
win, I'm going to put it back up for giveaway.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
So I'm
If-
going to re-gift it.
Right. If anyone,
But it's going to be like an ongoing thing. So if I win it, then it's going to be the Talking Lead, Hank Strange, Caltech Chad, KSG giveaway.
yeah,
And if you win it, then it's got to be the
that's a
Suit,
good
Talking
idea.
Lead, Hank Strange, Caltech Chad, KSG giveaway.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. If anyone in the business
In the
doing what
business-
we're doing, just pay it
Yeah.
forward, kind
That's
of
a
a
good
thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but everyone's
Like 30
eligible
cents.
unless you work for Caltech.
If
Sorry
you
about
know
that.
the people
I'll say I
by
didn't win it.
Caltech
I'll let you talk
or at
about it.
Caltech by name, then you should forward
I'm
the
never
gun.
giving it back.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It ends here.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Just check that out on YouTube/Hank Strange.
Cool. And then I know we've posted it on our Facebook page and
Thank you.
and media. So
Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody that is plugging that. I appreciate it.
World peace.
Very nice.
yeah. Such, what do you got? What do you got coming up? You got anything new and exciting that we need to know about?
Yeah, I have a lot of good things in the pipe. I mean, it's been a very busy year. In fact, things have really just kind of kicked up this year for some reason. So while I can't really say I have something in particular. I have been doing a lot of meet and greets, which have been really pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Going to some of the stores.
Like
I was down
personal
at,
appearance kind of things.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Nice.
And I've done them here and there, especially for Going Gear down in Atlanta. It's a big flashlight knife deal. It's really cool. And Marshall's a buddy of mine, and I've done a number there, and they've been very successful. I mean, just tons of people, and so we did one down in Adventure Outdoors in Atlanta, one of the largest gun shops in the Southeast, and pretty big deal. And they said it was the biggest day they've had since their July the 4th sale, which was like the biggest sale they'd ever had. So it was a pretty major event. And I was down there with the Head Down rifle guys and Bill Frady from Lock and Load Radio. I mean, we had a group together, but it was a lot of fun.
Bill's a good dude.
Yeah, he is a good guy. He lives about 5 minutes from me.
Cody,
Really?
was Cody
That's
there
cool.
from Head Down?
Yes, he
Cody,
was there.
yeah.
Yeah, and my also Tack Daddy, Kevin the Tack Daddy was there.
Tack Daddy.
Yeah, Kevin.
Hey, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
We know Tack Daddy.
Yeah, we were on his show a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I haven't met him in person yet.
Oh, no, you
Looking
haven't?
forward to doing that.
Oh, yeah. Very cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and I've done a number of them. In fact, it was in Georgia specifically. A lot of people.
That's where the zombie outbreak's going to happen.
That's right. Well, that's where the Walking Dead is.
Yeah, that's where they film The Walking Dead.
How do your fans find out about that? So, like, if I'm your fan and I want to know what you're doing one of these things, how do I stay in the loop?
You can go to my Facebook page at Such 00 Fun Gun Reviews Facebook page, and then of course my YouTube channel, and I announce them usually.
Oh, you do?
But
Cool.
sometimes I announce them kind of late. but still, But
I was there last week, but hey,
yeah, not quite that late. But they're good. I mean, it's really great to meet guys like that. I mean, it's really an honor, really.
Cool.
So Hank, if you ever come by, I'll be nice to you and shake your hand.
Absolutely. I'll love it, man. I'm going to take pictures,
Might get a
everything.
sticker. Such is out of patches, so could you send him some more?
Yeah, you can go to.
Because I don't have one yet.
Go to MacPlates.com and you can get a patch.
Does he sell your patches there?
Yeah, he sells the patches there. So
Cool.
Very good. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you doing all that?
Twitter, Instagram, I accidentally hooked up with my daughter's Facebook page, so I've got to straighten all that out. But that's something coming up.
Gotcha. And Hank, what are all your channels?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Just search Hank Strange in Google. See what comes up.
He's the dude with the mohawk.
Yeah, that's me.
You can't miss him.
What did Ben call you? He called you. He gave you a nickname.
You know what?
Michelangelo?
Michelangelo.
Say, and as always, Jared, keep your loved ones close.
And your firearms closer.
And keep your in-laws far, far away.
That's good. All right, guys. Good show. Awesome.
So since I missed the second half of the show, it's now my responsibility to thank our sponsors. So I'd like to thank ICE Training, icetraining.us. Also, if you want to become a gunsmith, get your associate's degree in firearms technology, or get any of our standalone build courses, you can go to www.sdi.edu. That's Sonoran Desert Institute School of Firearms Technology, sdi.edu. Also, Holder & Green Professional Real Estate Services. Left hand, when you hear this, I don't know the number. But for all your Middle Tennessee real estate needs, get in touch with Holder & Green Real Estate Services. If you want to, if this is the only episode you ever listened to and you hadn't heard the others, send us an email, talkingled@gmail.com. We'll get you the contact info. Savoy Leather, savoyleather.com. CantuBrunerDesigns.com. Also 1776 United to get all of your pretty slick little t-shirt swag that are Second Amendment related, and the Talking Lead t-shirts. And as always, keep your loved ones close and your firearms closer.